Welcome to CS6. Welcome back to CS6 2005, everyone. It is another video. I'm sorry I uploaded this video really quickly because I just wanted to get this out. As you can see, I did change my production name. It's a Seaboard Coastline Railway Productions. I have a Seaboard Coastline freight train on top and former Atlantic Coastline 1504, which is on this list too. So let's see what my top 10 is. So, yes, as I said, top 10 favorite steamers. It's short for steam locomotive. I feel like I'm the only rail fan that says that, and for just some of the rail fans say steamer, but I don't know. And just before we get in, these are all the locomotives that are on this list. I'm not saying what order they are in. And if you do comment it, do not comment the order that you think it's in. Don't pause the video and comment the order that you think it's in. Because I will delete that. Because nobody needs to know. And I hope you can hear the music. Alright. Let's get it on. Number 10. The Frisco 1522. I love this locomotive just because of the San Juan Ridgeline Train series, although Frank, as he's called in the series, has not been seen since a couple episodes until a couple episodes ago. But he's not returned yet, but I hope he does. And so, yeah, but I just really like steam locomotives because they feel more alive. As you can see, the steam, smoke, rather than diesel engines, because they're kind of, I don't know how you would put it. Dead? I don't know. But I'm planning to do like a little mini series on each of these locomotives. If you guys think that's fine, then I'll do it. So, the Frisco 1522 is a mountain type. So the St. Louis San Francisco Railway 1522 is a two-cylinder simple class 1500 482 mountain type steam locomotive built in 1926 by the Baldwin Locomotive Works in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And it was retired in 1951 between 1985 and 1980 it started restoration for its second life, and then in 2003 the locomotive was officially retired. It is now at the St. Louis Transportation Museum. It's a beautiful locomotive, nice tag. If you don't know what that is, it's basically this. Sorry, the pictures are blurry. Where its numbers are, I call it. Even with the number one's tag. I'm gonna give number one away. And number 9. Southern Pacific 2472. This has the most beautiful steam whistle in the world. I know it's better than something like the Southern Pacific 44, the Daylight's whistle, as she's called. But this one, Southern Pacific 2479. It's also in the San Juan branch line, but it's numbered as Southern Pacific 2479. As her name goes by Sydney, and she's not seen often as the other locomotives as she's handling its premiere. The railroad's premier passenger train, San Juan Limited. But this locomotive was built in 1929 by the Baldwin Locomotive Works in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And it was retired in 1956. And it did carry, hold on, let me get back. So, the 6 locomotives in the 2472 class was built to pull trains such as the Overland Limited, Sparks, Nevada, between Sparks, Nevada and Ogden, Utah. And then I get to the 2479. So it was, okay. I was reading the 79. And it was restored and not, okay, when it was retired. It was retired from regular revenue service on February 7, 1957, during Southern Pacific's dieselization period. It was donated to San Mateo County, which put the unit on stack display in the San Mateo Fairgrounds. It remained there until 1976, when a group of volunteers decided to restore the locomotive, and restoration work was completed in May 1991 to participate in Rail Fair 91, which took place in Sacramento. And it meant more locomotives such as the Ford 49, 844, and Challenger 3985. And it's pretty much, I'm sure about the locomotive's future though. It has been, like, I did run its last in Niles Canyon Railway, which these 2 top pictures I think are from. This must be an older picture. It's been colorized from the 1940s or 50s. Number 8. The Western Maryland Scenic Railroad 734 is also known as Mountain Thunder. It is a preserved Class C SC-1280 consolidation type steam locomotive built by the Baldwin Locomotive Works in 1916 for the Lake Superior and Ishpeming Railroad. The locomotive was built to serve as a dock switcher, even though as a big locomotive like that, it wasn't designed for that. But I don't know, maybe dock side would be better for switching. That locomotive's not in my top 10, but it's still in my top 15, I guess. Because I like its small take engine. The Lake Superior and Ishpeming Railroad was purchased by the Munshining Marquette and Southeastern Railroad. The engine was renumbered to number 34. It served the LS&I until it was retired from revenue service in 1961. And it was sold to the Marquette and Huron Mountain Railroad, but it never operated. In 1971, It was sold to the Illinois Railway Museum for second display, but since 1991, the Western Maryland 734 has been owned by the Western Maryland Scenic Road in the Fall Line town of Cumberland, Maryland. And the one thing that makes this locomotive my favorite is that its whistle is really unique. I don't know what whistle it is. If somebody could tell me what it is, and its location. I love the Appalachian Mountains. I live 80 miles, maybe like an hour and a half away from the mountains. And I go there not often, but I do go pretty often. I mean, it's better than going to the beach, driving 6 hours to the beaches, which I haven't been to the North Carolina beaches yet. But yeah, as you can see, I choose the pictures that look most the steam engine went so by. There's smoke coming out of its smokestack. It's steaming. And just that. And now I'm being distracted by this. But yeah, so this sorry about that. This locomotive is really neat just because of its whistle. Number 7. Santa Fe 3751, or adjacent to Topeka and Santa Fe, is a class 484 Northern. Oh, so that's what it is. Built in 1927 by the Baldwin Locomotive Works in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, for the adjacent Topeka for ATSF. It was the first Northern type steam locomotive for the Santa Fe. And it served passenger duties until being retired in 1957, sorry. The locomotive was placed on display in San Bernardino until it was restored to operating condition in 1991. And its current home is Los Angeles, in the Central City East neighborhood of Los Angeles. And it's listed on the National Register of Historic Places, even though it's not a place. Yeah, and it holds the distinction of being the oldest surviving 484 steam locomotive in the world, so yeah. And it is currently owned by the San Bernardino Road Historical Society, which uses the locomotive on occasional mainline excursion trains. However, the federally mandated 15-year inspection has put it out for 3 to 4 years. On the current overhaul should be completed this year. And on August 10th, 2021, number 3751 was restored, or was returned to steam since August 2017. Interesting. So I'm gonna go through like stuff to why I like steam locomotives. Although some steam locomotives are like one color, black, some of them are gray, or gray in them, which the next one on this list is gray too. But I mean, if it's black on the steam locomotive, then it's fine with me. But why I like this locomotive is because its whistle, its location. Oh my goodness! I never seen this run on the surf line before. I'm not sure who owns that, but I was actually running the surf line, and I'm assuming it might have transferred to San Diego, maybe. I'm not sure. Even the San Diego is not. This is a Pacific Surfliner. Yeah, but I'm not sure if it ran on the San Diego, but its location being in LA, it's beautiful. Very beautiful. Number 6. The Atlantic Coastline 1504 is a 462 U.S. light Pacific Steam locomotive built by the American Locomotive Company in 1919 for the Atlantic Coastline Railroad, or ACL for short. The locomotive was built for passenger service and designed to pull the ACO's mainline passenger trains, such as the Miami and the Florida Special, Palmetto Limited, and the Southland, as well as the Dixie Flyer. Unfortunately, by the late 1940s, the railroad had completely dieselized passenger trains, and it was designed for fast freight service and spent its last years in Tampa, Florida before 1952. In 1952, it was retired and donated to the city of Jacksonville for display, and that's where it sits now. And it's in pretty good condition, as you can see. Pretty good condition. I'm not sure where this is. Parking lot though looks like it hasn't been used in a while. And there's an old picture of it too. And okay, but here's a little preservation history. For those of you history buffs like me. Number 1504 was chosen for preservation by ALC's President Champion Davis. Head of its mechanical department, John W. Hawthorne, in 1960. After some years in storage, the locomotive was given a thorough mechanical overhaul and placed on display in front of the new ALC General Office building in Jacksonville. And in 1986, CSX presented the locomotive to the city of Jacksonville, and 1504 was cosmetically restored and put on display at the Prime F. Osborne Convention Center, which is also where the old Jacksonville Terminal Station is. If you want to know where Jacksonville's old station was, that's it. It's still being used by the convention center. You can kind of see, if you go around the building, you can kind of see where the tracks used to be, because there's like a lot of space. But CSX owns that line. Even though it's concrete ties, I've never seen CSX put down concrete ties. I know, or Norfolk Southern. I've seen BNSF and Union Pacific. There's some other mainline concrete ties in the mountains and in the desert. For some reason, probably because the wood can probably have some kind of reaction. And this locomotive is the only surviving USRA Pacific steam locomotive, and it's almost in original condition. And it was designated National Historic Mechanical Engineering Landmark in 1990. It's also in the National Register of Historic Places again. Even though it's not a place, it's kind of a landmark. And in August 2021, a surprise move. It was announced that 1504 will be purchased by the U.S. Sugar Corporation, then relocate to Closen, Florida, which I have no idea where that is. I hope it's in Central Florida, where it is going to be restored to operating condition by the South Central Florida Express Incorporated. Well, it's kind of a bright history for this locomotive, and I hope I get to see it operating. Let's go on to number 5. Let's see what that one is.